Open up your MT2. Great. For today's date, we're going to be talking about finding angles and talking about missing angles and triangles. All right, here we have a pair of parallel lines that is cut by a transversal. What we're going to do is we're going to find all the missing angles and then give a reason for each of the measurements. So we're going to go ahead and start out with angle 1 is 110 degrees. If angle 1 is 110 degrees, then we know that angle 2 is going to be 70 degrees. And we know that because angle 1 and angle 2 are linear angles, which make them supplementary, which means they equal 180. Now if I use 110 again, 110 for angle 1 would make angle 4 also 110, and that is because of vertical angles. And I can use angle 3 is 70 degrees because angle 3 is also linear to angle 1. Now in order to find angle 5, I'm going to go back to angle 1. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. So that would make angle 5 110 degrees. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. So that would make angle 6 70 degrees. Angle 5 and angle 8 are both 110 degrees because of vertical angles. And angle 7 and angle 6 are going to be equal, or 70 degrees, and also because of vertical angles. All right, let's look at the next one. The next one, we're going to start out with angle 3, and angle 3 is going to be 70 degrees. Oops, sorry, let's make that 80 degrees. So angle 3 is 80 degrees, and that's given. Now we're going to find the rest of the angles. So angle 3 and angle 4 are linear pair of angles. So that would make angle 4 100 degrees. Angle 3 is also linear with angle 1. They're linear angles. So that's going to make angle 1 100 degrees. Angle 2 and angle 4 are linear. And so that's going to make angle 2 80 degrees. Now if I know angle 1 is 100 degrees, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles, and that would make angle 5 100 degrees. I could also use angle 4 and angle 5. They're alternate interior angles, so they're equal, and that would be 180. So I'm going to use alternate interior. To find angle 6, I'm going to use angle 3. So angle 6 is going to be 80 degrees because of alternate interior angles. To find angle 7, I'm going to use angle 2. Angle 2 is 80 degrees, so that's going to make angle 7 80 degrees, and that's going to be alternate exterior angle. And I'm going to use angle 1 to find angle 8. Angle 1 and angle 8 will be equal, so that's going to be 100 degrees by alternate exterior angles. Now we're going to look at angle A and angle B. Angle A and angle B are corresponding angles. So because they're corresponding angles, they're equal. So we're going to say 6x is equal to 2x plus 8. Are all the variables on the left? They're not, so we're going to zero pair out the 2x. That's going to give us 4x is equal to 8. Divide by 4, divide by 4. X is equal to 2. So A is equal to 6x. So A is equal to 6 times 2. So A is equal to 12 degrees. And we'll put our measures in there of the angles. For the measure of angle B, 2x plus 8. So we have the measure of angle B is equal to 2 times 2 plus 8. So the measure of angle B is going to be 12. All right, now in this one we have to find all of the angles. So these two angles are linear angles. And we know that linear angles equal 180 degrees. So that's where we're going to start. 4x plus 2x is equal to 180 degrees. 6x is equal to 180. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X is equal to 30. So if x equals 30, the first angle is 4x. So it's going to be 4 times 30, which is going to make this angle 120 degrees. The second angle is 2x. So it's going to be 2 times 30, which is going to make this angle 60 degrees. Okay. I can find this angle by using vertical angles, so this is going to be 60. I can find this angle by using linear pairs, so 60 and this is 120. Now I'm going to go ahead and use corresponding angles. So this makes this 120 because this angle corresponds with this one. If this one's 120, that makes this one 60, which makes this one 120. I can use vertical angles or linear. And this one is 60. I can use vertical angles or linear. I know that all the angles of a triangle equal 180. So I'm going to do 60 plus 80 plus x is equal to 180. 140 plus x is equal to 180. X plus 140, using commutative property of addition, is equal to 180. Zero pair the 140. So x is equal to 40 degrees. In this case, I have a right triangle, so I know that this angle is 90 degrees. So I'm going to do 90 plus 20 plus x is equal to 180. 110 plus x is equal to 180. X plus 110 is equal to 180. Subtract the 110. So x is going to equal 70. So the first thing I need to do is find angle A. So I'm going to do 30 plus 70 plus angle A is equal to 180. So 100 plus A is equal to 180. A plus 100 is equal to 180. Subtract the 100. So A, the measure of angle A, is equal to 80 degrees. So if I know that this angle is 80, we know that A and B are linear. So that means 80 plus B is going to equal 180. So B plus 80 is equal to 180. subtract the 80. We have b is equal to 100. Notice that if I add 30 and 70 together, that will always give me my external angle. Okay, let's do this one. It's a right angle, so that's 90. So I'm going to find A first. 90 plus 30 plus A is equal to 180. 120 plus A is equal to 180. A plus 120 is equal to 180. Subtract 120. So A is going to be 60 degrees. So I know A and B are linear, which means 60 plus B is equal to 180. B plus 60 is equal to 180. Subtract the 60, so B is going to equal 120. Notice that 90 plus 30 combined together equal 120. And that's how you find angles and triangles.